up, my peoples? Guess where your girl at? Your girl Q is in South America, peoples. Before we get into that, I need to let you guys know that I'm going to be in San Francisco on February 8th at the Lucky Chances Casino for a meetup game. It's a 3-3 no limit, starts at 2 p.m. and I want to see my peoples there. Go to pokermeetups.com to get on the list. Out here on a world adventure, and you know I had to find me some poker rooms, so we about to do that. In the meantime, there is a poll I'm gonna put up here just to know, do you guys want to know about my adventures, or do you really just care about the poker? We about to do the poker stuff in here, but if you want, I was thinking about editing the other stuff, and it's some stuff, so let me know if you're down with that. And then for my new peoples, if y'all don't know, it goes down on P's and Q's. So hit the subscribe button, thumbs up or thumbs down this video, and send me your girl a comment and say what's up. Okay, here we go. Here in Lima, Peru, South America. What a beautiful country. My Espanol is un poco, but it will get better. I'm really inspired to learn Spanish. Okay, so word on the street is here in Lima, there are 3 casinos. I'm in the Mira Flores area, which is right on the water. The view is fantastic. Such a beautiful day. I'm about to get out and go check these places out. There is the Fiesta Hotel and Casino, which I hear is like nice looking, but kind of like meh. Poker wise, like the poker don't really be popping off like that. I don't know if we're gonna go there. Then there's the Casino Majestic, which happens to be right inside my hotel. I'm at the JW Marriott here in Miraflores, which is beautiful. And next, there's the Atlantic City Casino. The Atlantic City everywhere, y'all. And that is where I hear they have the best spread of cash games, and they have daily tournaments. So I wanna go check this place out, get into a tournament. What if I could final table me a tournament out here in Peru? That would be cool. So let's roll, let's check it in. In here at the Atlantic Casino, and there are no tournaments. Like, they don't start tournaments until next week. So I'm gonna sit on the cash game. They're running 2 tables. One's a 5-10, one's a 5-5. Buy-in is 300 soles, which is about $100. So let's see. Waiting for a seat. I'm gonna get in there and crush it. Okay, you guys, so when I sat down, I guess what she was saying is the minimum buy-in is 300 soles, not the maximum, which actually makes more sense because you want to buy in for at least 100 times a big blind. So when I sat at the table, there were stacks of like 1,000, 500, so I ended up bumping up my stack to 500 and had some really good experiences. In the big blind with 4s, hijack player pops it up to 25. I come along and 2 middle position players come along as well. Flop is 4, 5, 10. And I check it through to the original raiser, and he bets 75. I'm trying to decide at this moment, do I want to pop it up? But there are 2 players behind me. I would like for them to come along with me, so I decide to just call the 75. The other 2 players fold, and we go to the turn, which is the 9 of clubs. I decide I'm going to lead here and get maximum value, so I lead for 175, and he snap calls. The river is the king of clubs, and I decide to lead again for 275, which I'm almost all in. I had another 25 behind, and he just goes ahead and makes a snap call, so I pretty much doubled up there. I had another hand where I'm in the hijack with king jack of clubs. I noticed at my table that there's been a lot of limping, there's been a lot of straddling and checking it through, and I'm like, you know how I feel about limp anything. We ain't about that limp life. So I decide to pop it up to 30, and I actually get 3 callers. Flop comes out, queen, 8 something, 2 clubs. So there's 120 in the pot, and the big blind player just jams all in for about 275. So what hands do you think that he has right now? He's either got a flush draw, like I have, or he's got like some weird 2-pair combo, and he's trying to protect his hand. So if he's got a flush draw, I got the king high flush draw. I'm thinking I'm way ahead. If he does have a 2-pair hand, I got a 30-something% chance of hitting my hand. There is one player behind left to act, and his stack is about 300. So I really don't have a lot of risk here. I go ahead, make the call. The other player folds. Turns out he's got ace 7 of clubs. He has got me dominated. And then he's gonna get so lucky, and the run out is sweet because the turn is a jack and the river is an 8, and I scooped that beautiful pot, and that was pretty nice for me. After that, things slowed down a little bit, and I'm here with one of my friends. We came from Cusco this morning. We've been up since 4 a.m. It's like 11 p.m. I'm kind of getting sleepy, and she's getting sleepy, so we're gonna cash out. Got to the cage, cashed out. In total, I bought him for 500 soles and cashed out for $14.96. So that was a cool little triple up real quick. I'ma call that a super duper scoop. Hey! But it ain't over yet. Before we leave Peru, I'ma get it in a little more, but off to a very good start. Feeling very good about my life. So, yeah. Today, I had such a nice day. It's like actually sunny and beautiful here in Lima, which I hear is a blessing because it's been 8 months of the year with overcast and fog and gloom, and it's summertime now and everybody is out on the beach. We went up to the top of this mountain on the side. I didn't even know you could go up there. This godsend of an angel driver ended up being our driver, who's now our personal driver, and he took us all around Lima, and wow, it's such a beautiful place. Everybody's so sweet. So tonight we're gonna go out dancing. Bailando! But before we do that, I had to go and play a couple hands because you know. So I decided to go to Majestic, which is in our hotel. Now I can push one. Poker. Nice. Yeah. Super quaint, cute casino. There's like really big screens in there, which I like, and they play a lot of the like Latin music videos. Man, them Latin music videos be popping. I don't know the words to the song, I don't know the artist, but I'm in there like, yes, this is so good and very creative. They be doing some shit. Anyways, I digress. The Casino Majestic is super cool. Here's a couple things that I learned about poker in Peru. When you're playing a cash game, if you end up all in, you have to turn your cards over like you're in a tournament. Weirdest shit I've ever seen ever. And then in terms of the rake for the pot, so I think Casino Majestic does a 4% rake. It's really interesting. I guess the dealers don't do like in LA or a lot of other places, you know, they take a certain amount from each pot. Here at the end of all the action, they actually count what the pot was and then they take the rake. Really unique stuff. I feel like the players have been like pretty predictable just from my experience last night at Atlantic and even today at Majestic, although I feel like there's more action going on in Atlantic, so I might swoop my ass by there again tomorrow. Today I bought him for 500 soles, and literally my first hand I sit down with ace jack in the big blind. Blinds are 5-5, and I pop it up to 30 because there was like some limpers in there, and the button comes along with me. The flop is ace queen 7 with 2 hearts. I actually check, and he bets 30, and I pop it up to 70, and he laughs and folds, and the other guy was like, yeah, she's good. Fantastic. Other than that, I didn't really have like a lot going on with myself, even though the players were pretty predictable. I had some pots where I was just starting to mix it up. Like I'm on the button, I had deuce 4 of hearts and I pop it up to 30. This other old man player comes along with me and the flop is just really conducive to my range. So I just c-bet and he folds. I didn't really have a lot of like super big hands. I did have this one hand. I was in the small blind with queen 8 off. For those of y'all who know, you already know that queen 8, queen A, queen 8, doing it. So raise pre-flop, I get 2 callers and the flop is queen deuce deuce. I actually check, and late position player, I let him bet it for me. Why not? You know, want to let the men be men, let them do what they're gonna do. So he bets 50 and I just float the 50. Then the turn is the ace and I check again and he bets 75. I gave it a little think and I'm like, he definitely has an ace, but I mean, I guess I could hit a queen. I know, not the best, but whatever. I call river. Voila! Reina, la reina. beautiful. And I just openly for 150 and he only had 100 at the time left. So I scooped that up. And then aside from that, yeah, not a lot was going on. But you know what's about to go on? It's about to go down. I'm about to put this dress on. It's my homegirl's birthday. We about to get in these streets and do a little booty shaking. Yeah, I said it. So, Peru has been good to me. Me gusta Peru, for real. I'm also gonna start really learning Spanish. Like, I know enough Spanish, but not enough Spanish. So I'm gonna take this really seriously and I'm gonna actually practice myself some good old Espanol when I get back to Los Angeles. Don't be surprised, y'all, when I start mixing it up. I'll let y'all know how tomorrow goes. Y'all, I gotta tell you how popping it was last night. It popped off so hard, I had to pop my ass into them sheets and fall asleep. And what I mean by that is, I fell asleep in the bed, ready roll. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's when you go to bed in your clothes. I woke up, makeup on, dress on, fabulous. Now I know what Beyonce was saying. I woke up like this. I woke up like this, flawless. True story. So I got my pretty black dress on and we're gonna try this again. Go get some food and see if it can really pop off. About Peru is, if I think that filming in a casino in LA or Las Vegas is hard, Peru got this on lock times 10 million. I mean, everywhere I go, there's like 4,000 people standing around just waiting for me to pick up my phone and turn it sideways and like literally at the moment, señorita, put your phone down. I'm like in this dark ass bathroom right now just to give y'all an update. And man, there's been so many super nice players everywhere I've gone. Like even though I don't speak Spanish, people have been really helpful or like trying to help me communicate because my Spanish sucks, but it's gonna get better. This session for me was like pretty shitty. Like literally I had nothing to do. Like 8-3, like 9 deuce, like queen 6, not even suited. Like, and then I wait patiently. I pick up jacks, I 3-bet, get 1 caller, flop is lower than the 8. I c-bet, 3 jams all in. I'm calling, not really that much more. He's got queens. I lose 500 total in just all that waiting and all that stuff. And then I buy back in for 400 and cash out at 360. So all in all for this trip, I'm up about 300 soles. I'll give you the exact calculation in a minute, which is about $100. $100 for fun! Fun. Obviously, not a ton of poker going on here. Everywhere I go, there's like, you know, 1 or maybe maximum 2 tables. And we're so spoiled in LA. I know, I'm really grateful. But I've had myself a really good time. And I'm really happy and I'm really grateful. And now, it's not time to go to sleep. You know what time it is? It's time to turn
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram at P's and Q's Poker. See you next time.